Hi there, friends. Where are you tuning in from today? Your cozy kitchen? Maybe the porch with a cup of tea? Or maybe on a quiet morning walk? Wherever you are, I am glad you are here, because today I am going to share a story that changed everything for me. My name is Dr. John Smith, and if you are in your 60s or anywhere near it, you might relate to this. You are eating the so-called healthy way. You count your steps, you take your vitamins, but still, something feels off. You are more tired than you used to be. Your digestion is slower. Food does not feel nourishing, it feels heavy. And somewhere along the way, meals became more about restriction than joy. If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to stick with me, because I have been there. At age 68, after years of trying low-carb, low-fat, high-protein, sugar-free, name the diet I tried it, I finally stopped chasing trends, and I looked into something far simpler, far older, and far more sustainable. It is called the longevity diet. And no, it is not a product. It is not a gimmick. It is a set of real-life eating patterns used by real people who live well into their 90s and beyond without giving up flavor, tradition, or joy. What I learned and what I applied changed my energy, my sleep, my digestion, even the way I related to food and family. And in today's episode, I will walk you through 9 practical longevity tips that helped me rebuild strength, reduce fatigue, and feel more alive than I had in years. If you are someone who believes that aging well is possible, that food should heal, not confuse, and that it is never too late to feel better, this one is for you. So take a deep breath, maybe grab a notebook, and make sure to stay to the end, because tip number 9 might be the one that unlocks something big for you, just like it did for me. Ready? Let's dive in. Now, before we jump into the tips, let us get really honest for a moment. Because if you are anything like I was at 68, you have probably tried more diets than you care to admit. Low carb, low fat, keto, intermittent fasting. Even that time when everyone was blending kale and coconut oil like it was the fountain of youth. And still some days, your body feels like it is running in slow motion. You eat healthy, but you are tired. You avoid sugar, but your energy crashes by 2 o'clock. You eat less, but your belly feels more bloated than before. You go to bed early, but wake up tired. You go on walks, but your knees ache the next day. And every time you look in the mirror, you wonder, is this just aging? Or is something off? Let me tell you, you are not alone. This is something I hear almost every day from my own clients, from fellow retirees, from lifelong friends who used to think eating light meant eating right. The truth is, most popular diets today are not built for senior care. They are built for 25-year-olds chasing six-packs, not 70-year-olds chasing stability. They ignore how your metabolism changes. They ignore muscle loss that begins in your 60s. They ignore the slower digestion, the changes in hormones, and the different way our bodies absorb nutrients with age. Worse, they often push us to eat less, which for seniors can be dangerous. Did you know that undereating is one of the top hidden causes of fatigue, brain fog, and falls in older adults? We are so busy trying to be light that we forget to be strong. I remember a client. Her name was Eileen, 72. She was eating less than 1,000 calories a day because her doctor told her to watch her sugar and stay light. She was losing weight, sure, but she also lost her balance, her energy, and her confidence. She was falling asleep in the afternoons. Her skin bruised easily. Her hair started thinning. All from eating what looked like a healthy diet on paper, but was far from enough for her body. That was the moment I knew. We needed a new model, one designed not for weight loss, but for long life. Not for magazine covers, but for real life after 60. And that is where the longevity diet comes in. Because the longest living people on Earth, those who live past 90 and still walk, laugh, garden cook. They do not starve. They do not obsess over protein powder or sugar grams. They eat real food. They eat with rhythm. They eat with joy. So if you have felt confused, overwhelmed, or even ashamed by how your body reacts to food lately, please let that go today. This is not about fixing you. You are not broken. This is about aligning with the way your body was designed to thrive right here, right now. And in just a moment, I am going to show you what the science says and what you can do today to feel better without turning your life upside down. Because aging is not a decline. It is an upgrade if you know how to listen. Stay with me. What comes next may surprise you. So let us talk science. But do not worry, I promise to keep it simple, clear, and directly useful. The reason the longevity diet works so well, especially for those of us over 60, is not magic. It is biology. And it all starts with understanding what happens to our bodies as we age. Starting in your 50s and 60s, 3 big changes occur. Number 1, metabolism slows down. You burn fewer calories at rest, not because you are lazy or doing anything wrong, just because the body becomes more efficient and conservative. Number 2, muscle loss increases. You can lose up to 1 pound of muscle every year after the age of 60 unless you do something to stop it. And less muscle means less strength, slower movement, and a higher risk of falls. Number 3, nutrient absorption declines. Even if you eat a balanced plate, your body may absorb fewer nutrients like vitamin B12, calcium, and magnesium. This can lead to fatigue, weaker bones, and slower thinking. So here is where the longevity diet shines. Instead of focusing on restriction, it focuses on restoration. Instead of cutting things out, it focuses on putting the right things in. Let me give you an example. Recent research from Stanford University in 2024 found that older adults who ate 1 cup of legumes per day, like lentils, black beans, or chickpeas, showed better insulin sensitivity, lower blood pressure, and improved gut health. Not because legumes are trendy, but because they are rich in fiber, plant protein, and polyphenols, natural compounds that reduce inflammation and support your microbiome. And your microbiome, those trillions of good bacteria living in your gut, is deeply connected to your immune system, your mood, even how your brain works. Another study from the Mayo Clinic in 2025 showed that older adults who consumed a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil daily had lower markers of inflammation and better memory retention over a 6-month period. Yes, just 1 tablespoon. Not a supplement, not a pill, just real food. And then there is the power of timing. A gentle, overnight fast, something as simple as finishing dinner by 6 o'clock and having breakfast around 8, has been shown to help regulate blood sugar, support brain function, and reduce belly fat in people over 60. This is not extreme fasting. This is simply aligning your eating window with your body's natural rhythm, something our ancestors did without even trying. You see, the longest living people do not snack all day. They eat meals with intention, often in community, and they stop when they are about 80% full. Science now confirms what these cultures have done for centuries. Eat mostly plants, focus on variety, add healthy fats, enjoy fermented foods, avoid processed sugars, and move a little every day. All of this contributes to longer telomeres, those protective caps on your DNA that are linked to longevity. And yes, you can lengthen them with the right diet and habits. So let me be clear. You do not need to count calories. You do not need to cut carbs. You do not need to skip meals entirely or follow complicated protocols. You need a rhythm. A simple, senior-friendly rhythm that feeds your brain, muscles, heart, and soul. And that is what the next part of this video is all about. Because now that we understand the why, it is time for the how. Get ready because I am going to walk you through 9 clear, practical longevity tips that you can start today without buying anything fancy, without overthinking every bite. Just real habits, real food, real change. Let's go. Let me tell you how all of this became real for me. I still remember the morning it clicked. I was 68, sitting on my porch with a warm mug of tea, feeling tired. Again. I had gone to bed early. I had eaten what I thought was a healthy dinner. Grilled chicken, steamed broccoli, no dessert. And still my body felt off. Heavy. Tired. Like I had been fighting a silent uphill battle every day for the last 5 years. I had followed the advice. Cut sugar. Lower carbs. Take the multivitamin. Go for walks. But none of it brought back the spark I remembered having in my 50s. That morning, I pulled out a notebook and wrote just one line, "I want to feel strong again." And that is when I decided to do something different. I did not hire a coach. I did not order supplements. I went simple. I studied what long-living people, centenarians in places like Okinawa, Sardinia, and Loma Linda were doing. I read their stories. I looked at their meals. And I noticed something curious. They were not dieting. They were not obsessed with macros or keto apps. They were eating whole foods on a rhythm with joy. So I tried something small. For breakfast the next morning, I made a bowl of oatmeal with cinnamon, blueberries, walnuts, and a drizzle of olive oil. Lunch was a lentil soup with carrots and kale. Dinner was roasted sweet potatoes, a side of beans, and sautéed greens. Simple, delicious. And for the first time in a long while, I did not feel heavy after eating. I felt light, clear, even energized. Within 1 week, I noticed something else. My digestion improved. I was waking up without grogginess, and I started looking forward to my meals, not just tolerating them. 2 weeks in, my wife commented, "You are smiling more. You even walked faster this morning." She was right. Now let me share one more story, this one from a client named Harold. Harold was 75 when we met. Former construction manager, proud grandfather of 6. He told me, "Doc, I feel like a car with no gas." He had tried high-protein shakes and skipped meals trying to lose weight, but it backfired. I asked him to try the basics. 1 cup of beans a day, more colorful vegetables, olive oil instead of butter, no meals after 6 p.m., and walk after dinner just 10 minutes. 3 months later, his blood pressure dropped 15 points. He lost 10 pounds without starving. His sleep got deeper, and his grandson said, "Grandpa, you look stronger." He looked at me and said something I will never forget. "I did not think food could give me back this much life. That is the power of the longevity diet. Not a trend, not a punishment, but a way back to yourself." And now it is your turn. In the next section, I will walk you through the 9 daily habits that helped me and Harold feel stronger, sharper, and more alive after 60. Take a deep breath. Get ready to take notes, because the next part is where things get exciting. All right, here we go. Let us break this all down into 9 practical tips you can start using this week. I have grouped them into 3 simple categories: nutrition, timing, and lifestyle. Start small. Try 1 new habit every few days. Write them down. Put them on your fridge. And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Nutrition tips. Tip number 1. Eat 1 cup of beans. Daily beans are the backbone of every longevity culture. Black beans, lentils, garbanzo, navy, pick your favorite. They are rich in plant-based protein fiber and help stabilize blood sugar. I recommend adding them to soups, salads, or just mashed with olive oil on toast. Tip number 2. 2 servings of dark leafy greens. Greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard are high in folate, calcium, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Just half a cup cooked is 1 serving. Try sautéing them with garlic and olive oil for dinner, or blend into a smoothie with blueberries. Tip number 3. 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil a day. Not all fats are equal. Olive oil is packed with polyphenols that support heart and brain health. Use it raw over vegetables or mixed into salad dressings. 1 tablespoon daily makes a difference, especially for reducing inflammation. B. Timing and digestion. Tip number 4. Follow a 14-hour overnight fast. Stop eating after 6 or 7 p.m. Have breakfast around 8 or 9. This simple fast supports digestion, blood sugar, and even cognition. It is gentle and proven to work especially well for seniors. Drink herbal tea or warm water after dinner to relax your system. Tip number 5. Drink 1 glass of water. Before every meal, many older adults are chronically dehydrated and mistake thirst for hunger. Drinking 8 ounces of water before each meal helps digestion and keeps you from overeating. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber for taste. Tip number 6. Stop eating at 80% full. This Japanese habit called hara-hachi-bu is practiced in Okinawa, home to some of the oldest living people on Earth. Eat slowly. Pause halfway through. Ask yourself, am I satisfied, not stuffed? That one question could save your gut, your heart, and your energy levels. See lifestyle rhythms. Tip number 7. Walk 30 minutes every day. It does not need to be fast, just consistent movement outside if possible. Use this time to listen to music, pray, reflect, or just breathe. This supports digestion, bone strength, and boosts mood. 10 minutes after each meal adds up quickly. Tip number 8. Sleep 7 to 8 hours with no screens. Before bed, sleep is when your body repairs. Dim the lights after sunset. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Stretch, journal, or listen to calming music instead. Most longevity cultures wind down with tea and quiet time, not Netflix. Tip number 9. Morning breathing or stretch routine. Start each morning with just 10 minutes of breathwork or stretching. Simple yoga, poses, deep breathing, or even standing sun salutations. It sets your tone, lowers cortisol, and builds body awareness. I personally start every day with 5 slow, deep breaths, then stretch for 5 minutes with soft music. Try it once and feel the difference. Now, if that feels like a lot, remember this: you do not need to do all 9 tomorrow. Pick one. Try it for a few days. When it feels natural, add another. In 1 month, you could be eating better, moving easier, sleeping deeper, and smiling more. Not because you followed a strict diet, but because you finally aligned with what your body has been asking for all along, and you do not have to do it alone. Let me know in the comments which of these habits feels most doable for you. Just type the number 1 through 9, or write "try" if you are ready to begin. So there you have it. 9 small changes that together can shift the way you eat, sleep, move, and feel in this season of life. Let me remind you one more time: 1 cup of beans, 2 servings of greens, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, gentle overnight fasting, hydration before meals, eating to 80% full, walking daily, protecting your sleep, and beginning your day with breath and calm. These are not restrictions. They are restorations. They are not rules. They are rhythms designed for the body you have today, not the one you had at 30. And if you are thinking, well, Dr. John, can I really start this at 60, 70, or even 80? The answer is yes, you can. And you should. Because food is not just fuel, it is information. Every bite tells your body to repair, rebuild, or retreat. So tell your body to thrive. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. That already tells me something you care about your future. Now I would love to hear from you. Which of the 9 habits are you going to try first comment the number below or just say, starting today. And if you want a printable checklist with these tips, just comment checklist and I will get it to you. Also, make sure you are subscribed because next week I will walk you through how to build a senior-friendly grocery list that supports this exact longevity diet without breaking your budget. If you found this video helpful, please share it with a friend, a neighbor, or even your grandkids. Because aging well is not just about one person, it is about building a circle of strength. This is Dr. John Smith, and from my heart to yours, stay well, stay curious, and keep walking forward. See you in the next video.